Welcome to the HUD, everyone. I'm Zacharoni, and after the completion of Infamous First Light, Sucker Punch went to work on another open world where they believe choices are important to the player. Then the project was revealed on October 30th, 2017 at Paris Games Week, and to everyone's surprise, the setting is 1217 Japan during the first Mongol invasion. Now it's 3 years later, and Sucker Punch had finally released the game on PS4. And today, I'll be a waiter who will be going through some of the features the game has to offer. So without further ado, please be seated, and here are the toppings on Ghost of Tsushima. Okay, let's go over the options first, shall we? For gameplay, you can change the difficulty from easy, medium, or hard. Invert the camera for horizontal and vertical. Change the camera speed to cinematic, slow, default, or fast. And activate photo mode, where if you press the right D-pad while in gameplay, everything will freeze and you can take a screenshot with the share button. For audio, we got audio output for home cinema, bookshelf speakers, built-in TVs, soundbar, night mode, headphones, and 3D audio headphones. Auto language, we got the usual English, French, Spanish, and also these other ones, including Polish. And also, given that they take place in Japan, Sucker Punch had wisely added in the Japanese dub for the game. And then there are text language. Now, that said UK, England, but there is also another English language here, but that's more of the Western side, really. There are a few others, including Japan as well. Just letting you see them all first. And you can turn subtitles on and off. Alter the volume for dialogue, music, sound effects, and cutscenes. And also, you can have the sound coming out of your controller, and that's actually one element you can actually hit. Well, it's actually the wind what you hear from your controller, which I'll get to in a minute, really. Well, later on, I should say. For display, well, if you have a good TV, then you can alter the UI brightness and activate high dynamic range. But if you don't, for everyone else, you can alter the brightness for the game. Change the visuals to dynamic. Now performance, well, you can say the high resolution, but well, I should say that performance is only for PlayStation 4 Pro console players, really. So there's high resolution, and you can have it for a better frame rate, but I would record the frame rate to you in action. But when I looked at it while recording this, it didn't really feel 60 frames per second. So maybe I might need a new recorder, really. That works it. Also, there's cursor mode, which it basically you can apply the screen like this. Well, everything, I should say, into an old style black and white film. Then there's enemy stat bars, where you can display them above their heads. HUD style, where you can just have it standard, or expert, where you get very little. Very little heads-up display. Show mask in cutscene, where your character is wearing a mask. And also, you can turn up the red stuff, which is a lifesaver for any YouTubers with demonetization problems. And then there's accessibility, where you can add in subtitle backdrops, simplify controls, toggle button holds, aim assist, projectile indentation, and also controller vibrate. So now that that's out of the way, let me just load a new file. Let me just load one of my files, and we'll take a look at Tsushima. Right, so what is Ghost of Tsushima, you might ask? Well, it's a open world action adventure game where you play the chap down here, Jin Sakaki, who is a samurai of the Tsushima island. but it's under the control of the Mongol Empire, led by General Kato Khan, if I pronounce the names right. But if I don't, please forgive me, okay? And after a failed attempt on repelling the invasion, the Mongols have captured captured his uncle, Lord Shimura, and now it up to Jin to form friendly allies to help him into saving his uncle and the island from the Mongol Armada. So, as you can tell here, the game runs on realistic graphics, but it also shows a little bit of color here. Like you see many different colors of leaves, like red there and green, and also yellow in the mountain distant. And also you can see how pretty the sunset is from here, if I can show you. Although maybe I might wear sunglasses after this, really. But anyway, so how big is the game? Well, here's what the map looks like, and here's what it looks like from above. There are basically 3 areas in the game, and you can only proceed to the other two by doing the main story, really, which is highlighted in gold, titled Jin's Journey. And these are basically they basically have different missions, such as following a character, eliminating all enemies, and also getting through the area without being detected. And then there are the other side missions, like Tales of Tsushima, where you are presented with extra missions. But there are some special missions with certain story characters, like this, like you see here, named Masako, who is trying to avenge her family after a certain somebody they got rid of them all. And then there's the Mystic Quest, where you basically need to search for certain things thanks to visual clues, and once you found it, you are presented with a boss fight, and your reward is a new ability or an equipment to have. So let's get back to the map, and plus there are also other things to discover, like shrines which give you extra platforming challenges, Fox's Den, where you can find little foxes in the environment, and if you do certain conditions with them, you get an extra reward, really. See what else? And also there are these Kumbu Bamboo Strikes, and basically what they are, well, you have to press the buttons in the right order, but you must do it quickly, really. And also there are these hot springs where they can actually increase your health slightly once you find one. And yet he's not wearing any pants when he goes in them. But anyway, oh yeah, and once you've found an area, you can actually instantly fast travel to it, like this. Wait, maybe here, like this. And we arrive at these Straw Hat plates, which is one of our allies in the game. And if you go and hear them, they're actually singing. So anyway, let's go to a nearby location. Let's travel, as in travel around the world, really. So let's go to the undiscovered area here. And now you might be asking, where's the waypoint marker? Well, there isn't one. Instead, you have to follow the wind where it breathes in, really. And you can make it breeze by swiping the D-pad up. But no, wait, the touchpad up. the touchpad. And then you can summon your horse by pressing the left D-pad.
Sora, come.
And I should mention, at the start of the game, you are presented with a prologue level that features pop-up tutorials that doesn't interrupt the gameplay. And then you are picking a horse and a name for that horse, really. And for this horse, I decided to name him Sora, really. Sora. And and just like Jin say, it represents the sky. The sky, really. Oh, and if I can show you it on the and also you are given a location on where it is displayed on, well, how I should say how far you are to it on the top left corner there. That will indicate how close you are to it. And if I open this up again, on the bottom left corner, it's your health bar, and the only way you can actually refill it is by using the down D-pad, but only if you have those restore meters that are displayed in yellow, really. And they can be filled by attacking enemies or finish them off, really. In fact, let's hope we run into a mob here, and that I'll demonstrate. Also, while horseback riding, you can actually pick up objects like flowers, and they are basically used to improve your equipment and armor, really. But right now, let's follow the breeze and ride like the wind. Giddy up! And we have found a survival camp, and basically, well, these camps are the only way to upgrade your gear, really. And let me show you what I'm talking about. Well, you got your swords. You can upgrade your sword and Taito, which is your assassination blade, and you need materials like supplies and sometimes iron, really, or steel. Also, there are the charms, where they sort of work like perks, really. So this one allowed me to slowly recover my health while out of combat. And also this one allowed me to have a 5% chance to deal double damage. And you started with 2 slots, but you can actually expend it by doing, well, like I mentioned, the foxes, really. You need to find a certain number of fox dens, and once you do certain conditions, you earn a token that slowly unlock them. Also, there are the armor sets, such as Samurai Clan armor, and this one's actually increased melee damage, and this one's increased the health, really. So let's equip that one. And these weapons, well, ranged weapons such as arrows and explosive arrows, but they can only be upgraded if you find predator skins in the environment. So there's hunting elements in this game, really. And accessories, well, you can actually choose different songs, and also a cutmite for your saddle if you find cloths, well, flags or crickets in the environment. But anyway, let's try a different direction. How about we head to that hot spring there and see what happens, just so I can reveal a bit more of that land, really. just so I can find anybody to, well, to explain a bit more about the combat, really. Oh wait, I think there's somebody in trouble over there. Is there? Oh, no. Oh wait, are they? Yeah. They're definitely bandits over there, so let's try and sneak our way through there. And I could assassinate this guy, but what if I can actually press the up button and do this.
Just stand and fight me.
This is where I can do a standoff, and I need to hold down the triangle button and press and release it at the right time when they're about to strike. Oh, and I failed at that. Shit, you were too quick for me. So anyway, Jin's got a standard attack and a strong attack, but the strong attacks are actually tied. Oh, ow! And there are some attacks that can't be. Well, I'll get to that in a minute, but basically, I got these stands that any type of enemy I face, like the shield guy, requires to use the water stance. And I can block incoming attacks. And also, just what you saw there, I saw thrown a smoke grenade, really, to blind them. And I sort of did the cheating way by just assassinating them. Just like Jin said, there's no honor in that, really. And now I just regenerate my health. And I'm back in the game. And also, sometimes you get loot, extra loot to help you. And also, there are cottagers that will give you information on certain villagers that are under attack. Now I call forth for my horse, Sora. Right now, let's head to one of these missions, really. I think I'll give a good, perfect example of how the combat works.
Wouldn't trade you for anything.
And let's hope we find... Oh, wait. Are they... Yep, maybe I'll challenge them this time. To show you what I mean about the combat. Or, I can do this. Well, I can basically use a bow and arrow, or throw a distract signal, and also bombs. But let's try and call for a standoff, shall we?
Who will fight?
And let's try and do it right this time. Oh, ow, he tricked me. And basically, I take a lot of damage if I go too soon, really. So this game requires you to be patient with these showdowns, really. But luckily, they managed to slay that bear, really, for me. So now I got a predator skin, and I can upgrade that armor. But right now, let's head to our next destination. Up, and there's already a bear over there, really, so... Up. I know I can show you about the stand this time. Let's see how I try and get it right this time. If they're interacting with me. Huh. Don't see much interaction. Oh, look like they're attacking each other. So maybe this might be my option to help them out. And I can use bow and arrow as well. Oh! Well, look like they're against each other, really, so... And now we're enemies again. And also I can have the option to end their suffering, really. Here, sir, let me put you to sleep. You can thank me later. Well, also, what that circle you saw there, those are technique points, and basically, techniques are actually tied under 3 skill trees. For the samurai, you can focus on deflection, like getting small amount of health back if you do a perfectly timed parry, and also evasion, where you can do a slash when you do a perfect dodging. Then there are mythic, well, techniques where you have to find them in the mythic quests, and exploration, where you can actually reveal certain things like hot springs, bamboo strikes, and also shrines. Stances, well, they come with 4, but I unlocked 3. This one is good with swords, this one is good with shields, and this one is good with lancers and, well, spears and axes, really. But I'm suggesting this one's actually more focused on big guys, really. And then there's also the ghosts, where here you can actually use weapons like shurikens, and also this wind charmer that actually acts like a distraction noise to lure away enemies. And then there's evolving tactics like this bow and arrow, what I got earlier. And also I can have this perk, this ability that allows me to slow down time, which you might have already saw earlier. Also, there are the collectives, where everything I collected, such as bamboo strike, hot springs, and lighthouse, artifacts, and also materials. So let's get back on track with our side quests, really. And right now it's all raining. Huh, for a second I thought there was somebody there. Up, up. And we have made it. Okay, so let's talk to this NPC. Oop, the other way.
Is everything all right?
Would you care to join me for a cup of tea?
Tea. This is the famed Key Sake Brewery of Ozumu.
Please. This way.
Also, about the voice acting, well, actually, the characters are done with motion capture, really. And we have voices like Daike Kushumi, Daike, well, I believe that's how you pronounce it, right? And also Eric Steinberg and Patrick Gallahan, but also it also featured Lauren Tom as Masasuko, who you might know her better as Amy Wong from Futurama and Kiki Sanban Flash number 3 from The Kids Next Door. But now in this game she's played more of a bloodthirsty revenge type, really. Right now, let's head inside.
Apologies, my lord. I couldn't speak freely out there. The Mongols might have overheard.
Mongols. Let's see what she wants.
The Mongols have been here?
They've been drinking us dry.
I can't fault their taste. Key sake is the pride of Tsushima.
Especially compared to that horse piss they drink.
I think it's mare's milk.
Is there a difference?
When are they coming back?
Soon.
Take your workers and hide. I'll deal with the Mongols.
So now we got to ambush some Mongols, really.
Need to find a good spot for an ambush.
Everyone, gather round.
I forgot to mention, to crouch, you have to press the right analog stick, really. So now that we're in position... Oh yeah, and noted that beehive right there. Let's see if I can try and lure them into it. One of them. And, well, let's see if I can try and aim for that beehive. And they have already just... I think they might have already discovered me. I would do that standoff again to show you how it's done right, but I guess that won't happen. Huh. Surprisingly, those beads didn't kill him. But let's try something else, like explosive arrows. Burn. Oh. Okay, this is taking too long. Let rip their heads off. And we got more Mongols coming this way. And some of them are actually... Oh, nope. Wrong one. Oh, there we go. That took care of him. Oh. Oh, oops. Oh. Took care of him. Let's take... So, don't... So, I'll admittedly, the combat is not like Arkham, so if that's what you were hoping for. In fact, a lot of games are comparing it to Arkham. Well, a lot of gamers always compare games to Arkham, I should say. Oh. Also, I got this ability that allows me to deflect arrows, really. Come here, you. Oh, and we got the big guys. Oh, that's a bad position. Well, at least I got him. Ow, what? I better find that arrow first. Ah, here you are. Come here, you. Don't interrupt me again. And I need to play smart now. Especially against the big guy. And that taken care of. Oh, maybe I should have done it a bit better, really.
Well done, my lord.
Why, thank you.
The Mongols will be back when their men don't return.
Can you stay? You could drink as much sake as you like. It would be on the house.
I'm afraid you'll need to relocate. Try the Golden Temple in Ariake. Many have found refuge there.
Thank you, my lord.
So that taken care of, and another technique point, well, on our way. And doing these missions allow me to unlock more charms really, like this one, allow me to have 15% increase to resolve gains. Which is basically the little meters at the bottom. The yellow ones. And now, let's fast travel to this camp. Because I want to show you these enemy camps, what they have in the game. I know this one's an enemy camp because I tried multiple recordings, really, of this. Well, let's call upon Sora.
That's my Sora.
He sure is, Jin. Nearly there to the location. And now we have these enemy camps, enemy campsites. And our goal is to clear them out, really. Plus, we have these bonus objectives, like killing an enemy using a perfect parry, and also finding and observing the Mongol leader. And also pressing the D-pad allow me to reveal their locations, but slowing down him as well. Well, basically slow down time, really. And I think the smarter thing to do is just get rid of those archers, really. And if I just keep staying in the flowers, they won't notice me. But if they one of them about to notice me, a little white symbol up there will appear, really, and that's your chance of getting out of cover. And maybe I'll just distract this guy. It's just, oh, never mind. Oh, whoop. Huh, he's still looking that way. Maybe I'll find an alternative, really. There's more flower beds right over there. I think that's the general right there. Well, the leader, I should say. Yep, if I keep holding down R2. That mission accomplished. And basically they are the only way to unlock the stance in the game. So you basically start with one and then you slowly and if you find more leaders, either assassinating them or observe or observing them, you get a low XP for it. But now let's take down this guy. I stay in the... Oops. I think he's up there. So far, there's another one there, but I can take it out if he done turns around. Well, took him out. Took him out. Let's see who's left. Him right there. Obviously, he's actually still safe in his house, really, so... In fact, we would be if I was in there. And he got a back turn, so maybe that might be my chance to... do that. Obviously, he's saddling his horse right there. Let's just hope he doesn't turn around at the last moment. And he's got a back turn right there. So we can just go straight for him before he turns around. He's dealt with. And I think there's a few more, really. Obviously, there's one fishing over there. So, let's try and take him out. Well, oop, not that one. I hope he likes swimming. Oh, he doesn't go in. And let's do the explosive arrows on these guys. And... huh. I guess some of them are fireproof. And they might have... and they're now a lesson, given that there's only 3 of them. And now I could try and assassinate this leader, but it won't do any damage, just critical, really. So that means it gives me a fighting chance, really. And that leader had gone. That means there's still one more to find. And there he is. So let's finish him off with a good parry, I think. Oh. I want to perfectly parry him. There we go. And that will happen when you do a perfectly good parry. So check the map. And it's liberated. There are obviously these big ones, really, as well. But I think I've shown enough, really. So, Ghost of Tsushima will cost you £49.99 at retail, or at digital. That comes with 51 trophies with a platinum, and requires 45 gigabytes of storage. But if anyone want more content, then there's the special edition at retail for £69.99. That comes in a sealed bookcase, or the and also the digital deluxe edition for £64.99, which comes with one technique point, a charm of Henchman's Favor, a Hero Tsushima skin set that features a golden mask and sword kit, digital mini art book by Dark Horse, and also directed commentary for the game. But for the collective out there, well, it comes with everything from the special edition, including a Sakaki mask with stand, a cloth map, a war banner, and a wrapping cloth, which will cost you £159.99. Well, that's some of the features I can talk about right now, but if there are some that I have missed, let me know in the comments, and I hope this will give you an idea of what you'll be getting for your money. Check back with me later, and I'll tell you what I think of Ghost of Tsushima and all the other games I've been playing in a completed menu, and if you like what you see, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Plus, stay in touch with my Twitter page, link in description down below. But until then, I'm Zacharoni. Enjoy your pizza, remember to wash your hands, and I'll see you next time.